Are you a dental student who get an impact from pandemic COVID-19? So you guys have to do hybrid learning in campus? Do you curious why or what are the impact of do hybrid learning than just doing online learning to dental education? Maybe this video is for you. Please watch till the end. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nada SALSABILA. I'm from Department of Dentistry, University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Today, I will explain to you my study titled The Impact of Hybrid Learning on Dental Student Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, Batch 2020, third semester outcomes. So, the study contains introduction, literature review, such as theoretical framework and empirical review, research method, results, discussion, and the last is conclusion. We go to the first section, is introduction. So, COVID-19 pandemic has brought us into new life. It disturbed college learning activities and become virtual learning. Dental education is difficult to provide their learning activities and suspend all clinical activities. It makes them allowed to give lecture by virtual meeting, but not for clinical skills and simulation on laboratory. It's not easy to deliver by virtual. But now, when there are some decrease of number of COVID-19, hybrid learning on dental student is encouraging. Hybrid learning has some impact on dental students' clinical skills and knowledge to understand, and also affect their learning outcomes. Unlike offline learning, that we do our activities on campus, or online learning, we meet by virtual, hybrid learning is a new solution in this education that combines knowledge and skills. It can allow dental students to become more enthusiastic about their learning and increase their skills, professionalism, and dedication to dental education. The study done by Alfode et al. 2020. The impact of just doing learning activities on virtual meeting and hybrid learning by comparing their outcome has not been investigated in the previous study. Therefore, the purpose of this study was to evaluate the effectiveness and the quality of hybrid learning on dental student education by comparing the outcomes. To achieve those goals, the research question of this study might be: first is, how effective is hybrid learning for dental student understanding? And the second is, what is the impact in dental students' outcomes from hybrid learning? So, we go to the next section is literature review. There are theoretical framework and empirical review. First is theoretical framework. I will explain to you about the definition of hybrid learning and the definition of learning outcomes. Hybrid learning is one of the new predominant improvements in education that combines the advantage of conventional and online teaching techniques. So, hybrid learning is the considerate integration of face-to-face classroom knowledge of experience with online getting know experience from Alfode et al. 2020. The definition of learning outcomes from Farah Franco, MSHS DDS et al. Also state that categories of learning outcome including learning, critical thinking, problem solving, clinical practice, self-assessment skills, independence, and professionalism. And more specifically, the small group activities rank as the most helpful to their critical thinking skills, problem solving, and learning rather than just do a large group format. So it better delivered in small group format. And we go to the next section in literature review. It's empirical review. There are already some research about hybrid learning in dentistry students, Alfode et al. From Jordan University in 2020, in their study titled Quality, Effectiveness, and Outcome of Blended Learning in Dental Students During the COVID Pandemic, Prospect of a Post-Pandemic Implementation, show that most of dental students choose practical and clinical courses that can be given through the internet, and most clinical students prefer a combination of online and conventional teaching compared to clinical dental students. In another study titled A Preclinical Hybrid Curriculum and Its Impact on Dental Students' Learning Outcomes, showed that dental students' outcomes have improved with the transition to this hybrid learning curriculum. And according to the student and faculty survey results, the hybrid learning provides student learning, critical thinking, initiative and self-motivation, and also the clinic practice. We go to the next section is research method. So in this study, I use quantitative method. This quantitative study was conducted to all preclinical dentistry students at University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta batch 2020. This research was collected by online survey and the data is taken from distributing the Google form questionnaire to 16 dentistry students at University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta batch 2020 who agree to participate, and the questionnaire sent by WhatsApp personal chat. Next section is the results. So this research adapted the questionnaire from the previous study titled Quality, Effectiveness, and Outcome of Blended Learning in Dental Education During the COVID Pandemic, Prospect of a Post-Pandemic Implementation by Afode et al. 2021. In this study, we have 14 questions that consist aspect of online or offline learning in providing lectures and practice skills lab. In 8 questions, and the aspect of hybrid learning in providing lectures and practice skills lab in third semester from block 8 and block 10 in 6 questions. And almost 80% of them agree if hybrid learning is more efficient and effective than just do online learning process. Next section is discussion. So the study shows that how effective hybrid learning in dental education through COVID-19 pandemic from dental students of University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta batch 2020. Furthermore, the results show that most of dental students are agree if hybrid learning is an effective way to make their understanding in dental education is better than just do online learning. They also agree when Department of Dentistry University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta do effective hybrid learning on third semester on block 8 and block 10. It makes them allow to fulfill the learning objective and make them more understand about the material. And most of them suggest doing hybrid learning for further dental learning activities because they feel more comfortable doing lecturing with online learning and do the practical skills lab by offline with the instructors. They cannot do practical activities just by themselves at home, but for lecturing, they still can afford to ask something they don't understand from online classes. However, this hybrid learning technique was not really used in dental schools in Jordan before the pandemic, and the traditional face-to-face learning became the primary style for dental education. Furthermore, in both the clinical and preclinical, dental students in Jordan University do not agree if online learning can replace traditional offline learning in lectures. They not used to it. Most of them preferred live demo over recorded videos, and for the exam, they preferred offline exam over online exam to technical issues from Alfode et al. 2021. On the other previous study from Al-Sahli et al. 2021 showed that hybrid learning had positive impact on increasing the achievement on clinical students. On their dental students confirmed that hybrid learning had positive impact compared to just doing offline learning in dental education. And we go to the last section is conclusion. So it is proven by all respondents agree if their learning outcome is better if they doing hybrid learning over just doing online learning activities. The results show us most of dental students are agree if hybrid learning is an effective way to make them more understand in dental education than just doing online learning activities at home. And when Department of Dentistry do effective hybrid learning on third semester, it makes them allow and can fulfill the learning objective from the Department of Dentistry, University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. And hybrid learning is effective for dental education. It makes them make a great and positive impact to dental students' outcome from their clinical experience and their understanding. The study is not perfect, but maybe it can be useful for next study. It also can impact dental education curriculum that can make them try to do hybrid learning even the pandemic of COVID-19 is ending. In this study, we not had enough respondents to make this study covers the whole dental students' outcomes from the impact of hybrid learning. So maybe for next study, can do bigger research with a greater number of respondents so it can be more effective to prove that hybrid learning is really had positive impact for dental students' outcomes. Maybe I think that's all from me. Thank you for all your attention. I hope this study can make all of you have more information about hybrid learning process, especially on dental education. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.